How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Smooth Brain with us tonight, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I sing in Smooth Brain, and my pronouns are she, her.
I'm Hera. I play guitar and sing really bad backup vocals.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you haven't heard anything yet. And my pronouns are she, her.
I'm Marin. I play bass in the band. I also do some backups in my spare time. And I also use she, her. We are also missing Ben, who is our second guitarist. We love him dearly and we miss him, and he uses he, him.
I am Jordan and I play the drums, and I use he or they or whatever pronouns you're feeling for me. Whatever you want, I will answer to.
Six stash, you know. That's what
I
you
appreciate
should. You're
I appreciate
I got you. Well, listen, I want to give a shout out to James at Carry 4. I love that guy. We've never met or talked on the phone or done anything. But James, you know, if you watch these videos, we have to talk on the phone at some point, you know? We've been doing this shit for long enough. I feel like we should just hang out. But anyway, I'm here to talk about Smooth Brain, which they're a great band. And if you have not checked them out, wow, I have a good video for you to watch because you can get to know more about them here. But wanted to know, because I'm a huge nerd, so I love to know how bands get started and their whole origin story. So how did Smooth Brain start? What is like the origin story of the band? Feel free to take as much time as you would like. I have no life.
Yeah, so I started this with Ben a long time ago. At this point, it feels like a long time ago. It really wasn't. It was only 4 years ago. It was during COVID, and we were in a band previously and weren't getting super creatively fulfilled. And we said, why don't we go full throttle with the whole pop punk thing? And so we did that, and we wrote a bunch of songs. And Ben hit up Hera, who was in an adjacent band in the New York City scene at the time, because we wanted somebody to shred lead guitar. And who better than Hera, honestly? Still the best decision for that role that we needed. Marin and I went to high school together, so I've known her a very long time. And all we were missing was a singer. So we did a couple little songwriting sessions, and we were like, who would be really good for this? And I was mutuals with Izzy on TikTok at the time. We were both trying to be like alt influencers and like the kind of alternative Warped Tour type space on TikTok.
Fair enough, yeah.
I failed miserably. Izzy did not. Izzy actually has gotten even way bigger since then.
Oh, let's go.
But I cold DM'd Izzy because I saw that her bio said Philly, and I was like, New York, Philly, 2 hours, that's close enough. And I said, do you want to be like in a super low commitment, like, like no pressure, like? And Izzy said,
just chill, you know.
I said, yeah, why not? I mean, I had never really been in like a real band before, so I was kind of just like, sure, as long as it's low commitment, like, why not?
Super low commish. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we have like a dedicated Google Drive, 2 group chats, like for each other, because we have to have one that's not urgent where we just talk, and then we have to have one that's urgent. I was thinking about this today. I'm like, we are so funny. Like, none of the people that I know outside of this do that.
I've never heard of
We
that.
are not okay.
I respect
we are
it.
Not okay. You gotta put the other one on D&D though, because like we just be yapping in there.
Yap City. Oh my god.
Group chat be popping off. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be popping up.
And like I'm like constantly occupied for like the entirety of the day. So I do all of my band work from like, the hours of like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So like like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. I'm like, by the way, I did this. By the way, we got this. By the way, did you guys see this? And then like everybody's waking up to like 11 messages from me.
There's a wall of text. Here's all of the things that I've done in the past 3 hours. Here,
That's
and then
my
he just has like
time.
hour like timelines. He's just got it broken down. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Crushing
That's
it.
my favorite time to drop a song, like a new demo in the chat, and I'm just like, oops, oopsie. Look what I did tonight.
Izzy does this all the fucking time. Can I curse? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can curse.
Izzy does this all the time. She'll like not say anything that she's like, oh, cooking something, you know, making something. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, how about 3 demos? Bang, 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 back to back.
And then Jordan sends a wall of text and it all disappears. And you're like, wait, well, you give us a new song? That's crazy.
It's like, what? Do we write music?
where's
What's
it?
happening?
Where's the music at?
I'm so glad you already understand this.
I
band
get it.
dynamic.
Listen, yeah, I understand.
You get it
I found the Rubik's Cube and I unlocked it, so we're doing it.
We're locked in right now.
We're locked in, but I think that's cool. I appreciate I have to say, as someone who is very like dedicated to having this and doing audio addiction, it's like I respect the fact that you have one group chat that is just dedicated to doing like business and keeping it that way, and the other one's just like, oh, here's a picture of my animal that I have here, sick, like I respect I respect that, that's like that takes a lot of guts, because otherwise I hear that people have like a group chat and it's like one photo you get of someone making dinner, and then the next one's like, hey, I wrote this demo track, and then the other one's like, here's this funny meme I found, and then here's that same meme but I deep fried it, so here's that, and then like it just goes on.
You know
the amount of deep fried I feel so seen. The amount of deep fried Ben photos I have are like ridiculous. Like
I feel like you should
ridiculous.
post some of them. That would be great.
We should.
You should. I would totally check them out.
It's like Marin posting cat pic and then urgent chat being like, hey, can you send me the link to the Audio Addiction podcast?
and then it's like,
real.
But for real, did you see my tattoo? Thing's crazy,
It's
this
like
is wild.
It's like seeing someone's LinkedIn and their Twitter side by side.
Yeah.
That's
Great way to put it.
You should definitely post like an Instagram photo of like one side of like, you're like, this is the band chat, like where we talk about business, and then here's the other one where we just shoot the shit and just have like this split in half. It would be great.
It's that meme of somebody like driving up a mountain, and like on the one they're looking at the wall, and on the other side they're looking at like the beautiful view.
Oh, it was the bus one. Yeah. The one's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Meme group chat.
Yeah,
business chat.
That'd be
That's how I
great.
feel right now that we're in like this Google Meet versus Discord, because I'm like, where's my soundboard? I need to quack.
I need to make some funny sounds.
We could have done Discord. I feel I have it all. So next
All right,
time. Next time.
Yeah, next time we'll
Next
do a
time we'll
Discord
Discord.
special.
So Izzy can just be blasted and
Wait,
talk about
wait, wait.
Yeah.
Can we
Meanwhile,
talk about how Izzy killed Ben before we got on this call?
no one's gonna get any of that reference. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, sorry for your loss, and then they're like,
I mean,
Ben?
TLDR, there was a moth and we named it Ben because Ben, our other guitarist, couldn't be here, and then Izzy killed said moth.
I'm
It
just
was
gonna.
So sorry, Ben. I'm so sorry.
You could have just clipped that in a way where it could have just been like, we killed Ben off, and then everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, what? They're like, we had to eliminate him,
I
Just
do
wasn't
feel
pulling his
obliged
own
to
weight.
mention that the reason Ben is not here is because he's dealing with his government.
His government.
Oh my god!
Are we allowed to talk about this?
I could just leave it at that if you want. I think
Just
it's
leave it at that.
I think that's
Just
fine.
leave it as about as ambiguous as possible. I have not, Ben. If you watch this, I didn't tell them to say that, so just want to let you know.
Miss you, baby.
Not on that, but that's very cool. I appreciate
Mom and
Marin and Ben are the band parents. We've decided
That's true.
How did you guys come to that deliberation?
because
We're
they're
just
very
responsible.
And y'all be like flirting.
Be like, Ben, stop.
What the fuck?
Hera and I are the band Overexcited Children, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is
And I'm
true.
the mysterious cousin.
The gay cousin.
That we met on TikTok.
We don't know how you got
Yeah.
there.
I remember you said that though, Jordan, because you were like, you always just have so many like random things about your life that you just say, and we're just like, oh, like, okay, what the fuck?
Like, damn, true, actually.
Like that time you told us about your recurring dream about ice cream trucks.
Mr. Softy haunts my dreams.
Is it just the sound? Is it the sound of the truck?
No,
Like,
it's the truck like driving down my street, but at night. And I don't know why, just the at night part like makes it scary. You know, like at night.
at night, yeah. I just think of the SpongeBob episode where he's just like, "Put your siren on, wee woo, wee." I just
Yeah.
imagine Izzy
yeah.
just saying that, and everyone's like, "It's okay, Izzy. We're gonna save you from Mr. Softy." And Mr. Softy's truck, you just see it like roll underneath like a street
He's
light.
just standing there
He's there.
menacingly.
So now every time I see a Mr. Softy around New York, I send Izzy a picture, and it's about to be spring and summer. So Izzy,
Oh,
you're
you're
about to be tortured by pictures of Mr. Softy
God.
trucks.
Oh God, that group chat is about to be implode.
And I'm gonna put them in urgent chat.
No.
You have to see this.
I feel like there
No.
should be just a Mr. Softy like merch line, you know, just like of the truck on the shirt.
I actually.
Oh,
used
you
to
might have cooked.
I used to have a Mr. Softy shirt. That's actually. I used to have a Mr. Softy shirt though, like that they gave me because I used to. This is actually some lore.
I don't want
Me
to take
too.
any credit for this. If you just say like, "Yo, shout out to our boy Brandon for doing this," giving the idea.
That would
That's
be
all I want.
fucking
That's all I
sick.
want. That's all I want. I don't want any money.
Smooth
I just wanna know that I was a part of this horrible decision that you guys decided to make.
Yes.
We're blaming you.
Okay,
I
cool.
just texted the chat.
So it's gonna
It's
happen.
happening.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad that it all formulated under the guise of TikTok. I feel like that's pretty new. I don't know. Again, I'm like old, so I feel like for me it's like, man, my band formed via TikTok. Just I don't know. It just doesn't compute for some reason, you know. But I'm glad that it all worked out. I also know that you have released a new EP called Friendly Fire that came out last year in the summer. So if you haven't checked that out, you know, check the links in the description. Very cool. And they also dropped a new track, Derealization. There will also be a video for a reaction video, you know, also down there. So if you want to check that out, you can do that. That'd be great. Be very fun. But wanted to know what the process was going through writing Friendly Fire, as well as obviously the newest track, Derealization. I did read in some of like the bios and stuff that, you know, it talks about a lot of different topics and such, but I wanted to kind of get it from everyone directly. So like, you know, how was that process writing the EP and obviously the new track? Were they both written around the same time, or was Derealization written more, I guess, more currently, more recently?
Yeah, so Derealization was written more recently than Friendly Fire. It feels like, God, that feels like a lifetime ago now. We've been working on new music like the past few months, so it's
Nice.
been, you know, a grind with that, but also really exciting and really fun because I feel like we've been really finding our sound, finding new sounds that we really like. And I mean, me specifically, I've just been trying to find the range that suits me best and find like, you know, just melodies that suit my vocals best. Because not that I was singing like quite out of my range, but just I want to try something new. So I tried like going for like higher range, but I know in my heart that I am an alto. I am a lower to mid range type person. So it feels nice to be like writing songs in that space again. But yeah, we normally start with like instrumentals and stuff, and then I get handed them after that, and I kind of just brainstorm with them for a little while. I kind of just sing nonsense to it before I have words and stuff, you know, Kurt Cobain style. And then I normally just pull lyric ideas from like a master list that I have and like try to write a song based off of that. I like to write down like certain feelings, like when I feel them, and Derealization was one that came to my mind like a few months ago, and I wanted to expand on it a lot because I feel like it's definitely something that people feel a lot. They just don't have a word for that feeling, you know?
Yeah, no, I felt a lot of feelings about that song because I oftentimes feel like that. Just, you know, with the nature of doing like media stuff, it's always like, man, it's like you get into this headspace of like, is this all that I live on, and this is all that I do, and this is all that people know me for? And it's like, if you go away, you're like, do people hate me? Like, you know, I like could take a break for like a day. People will be like, I'd be like, man, I think everyone hates me. It's crazy. That's like so wild. And then I'll hit up my friends. They're like, "No, we love you. Great." And I was like, "Man, that's cool." And then I'll wake up the next day. I'll be like, "Nah, they definitely hate me today for sure, without a doubt."
Sure.
Like,
They were
100%.
lying.
They were
Lying. How dare they lie to my face like that? That's terrible.
Literally, what
That's
the
crazy that they would
hell?
do that, and it's
Yeah.
true. Wow.
Especially the day after. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
shit.
double down to my face. But no, I really resonated with that one a lot. But I would say I had said before we even started this that I checked out 3 of the tracks: Zero Realization, No Pressure, and On My Shoulders. Those were the songs I wanted to listen to just because they are the most convenient ones to grab a hold of. But I'll definitely be giving Friendly Fire a full pass through. But I would say out of the 3, I enjoyed No Pressure the most. So, but I wanted to know, for people who aren't familiar with Smooth Brain and they happen to check this video out, what song would you recommend to a new listener to check out first to kind of give them an idea of what you do and your sound?
That's a crazy question.
It is a crazy
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Ask me that.
I can't believe you asked.
I feel like No Pressure is a great like look into the kind of sound we want to go for.
Ooh, okay.
Totally.
And then I think Derealization is kind of like the evolution of that, like learning what we want out of production and out of the way we play our instruments. Because like Friendly Fire was the first time we really worked with a producer and got to get into a studio, and Izzy got to really like refine vocals with the producer. So
Shout out Hansel. We love Hansel.
yeah, shout out Hansel from Nightlife.
Oh, I love
Literally.
Nightlife. Shout outs.
Yes, great producer. And then with Derealization, we were able to just sort of like build on that. It was all a learning experience for us. But I mean, I personally think No Pressure. What do y'all think?
I would say No Pressure as well. I feel like it gives a good scope into like what we're about and stuff, but is like still on the easier side. Like it's like easily digestible, I guess, if you want to say. Like I know a lot of old heads that really enjoy that song specifically, like my parents' friends and stuff. So it's like I guess it's like multi-generational enjoyed. Like everybody loves it. So
I think it's interesting that those 2 songs came in that chronological order, because No Pressure was kind of more thematically what we were going for towards the beginning. Like, we want to be a positive force in this world. We want to, and we've always kind of been like, queer joy, pure rage is like our thing. Like, we want to be a source of positivity in the world, but also like there's a lot of bullshit in the world that we want to tackle head on. No Pressure is more of like I love my friends, I love my, it's about love, it's about loving, in relationships and family. It's whoever you love, whatever you love, it's about feeling that love. But as time went on, I think we started to realize that a lot of the songs we were writing were for this next album, which hasn't been like announced yet or anything. It's just what we're writing right now. The songs just ended up being a lot more emo, a lot more sad, and like reality checking ourselves about what's going on in our lives. And then we started having conversations as a band about burnout and what are we doing? Like, what's sustainable, what's not? And then I think Derealization was kind of the perfect moment for that, because it kind of became, I mean, it's very personal to Izzy, so I don't want to speak to her experience, but it's like, it kind of became like the band is going through some shit,
Aw.
I think it's just like that maturing album, It's like we've had our little like happy pop punk vibes, but I don't know. I wanted to talk about the shit that I feel and that I've been through. Like I want to be a little bit more real, I guess.
Sure.
Like I wanted to not feel like I was just writing like, oh, happy-go-lucky pop punk song, or like songs about like love and like sure, like I'm in love with my partner, but I don't need to write like 10 songs about them for an album. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be excessive because I feel like there is a lot. Like the pop punk, scene is a little bit blooded with some songs about guys and gals and partners, whatever. It's just like I want to be like, hey, life is crazy, and this doesn't last forever, and things like that.
Yeah. I think
Real
it's all
shit.
right to be like candid about these things too, because it like I don't want to say that like the songs that we're writing now are like mopey into that sort of headspace. It's just like this is what I'm feeling and this is what is happening. Do with it what you will. And like I don't know, people relate to it. So
Yeah.
I feel
Which
like
is
that sort
exactly-
of frank
Sorry.
candidness is useful in a genre like this.
Which is exactly what happened in real life. Like, we were grinding and grinding and grinding, and we had just flown to Austin for a couple of showcases, which we had never flown to play shows before. And we're writing this album and we're recording this album and we're playing shows in our area and we're trying to do tours and weekenders, and all of a sudden we were just talking, as we have weekly band calls, and we were talking on a weekly band call, and all of us were like, "Are you burnt out? Because I'm burnt out." And then we just had like a conversation about it. So we had to be candid. I like the word candid, Marin. Like, we had to be candid with each other and with ourselves about what's going on and what we can continue doing. And we kind of all landed at like, this is awesome and we got to keep doing it, but like, let's figure out our internal stuff externally and not just shut it all in and pretend like the grind is perfectly fine, because sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I feel like and I can definitely relate to that a ton. I think I think you always have to find that like fine line between doing it and not feeling like it's a chore. Like, I always tell myself, like, if I don't want to do this anymore, I'm just going to tell people I don't want to do it anymore. If I don't love doing it, if I don't love talking to bands, if I don't like doing it, well, why the fuck would I be doing this still? Because then there's not going to be any point. I'm just phoning it in. I'm just doing it for whatever YouTube algorithm wants to show this video to somebody. And if they did, cool, thank you. Show some love. That'd be really cool. But like, for me, it's like, I appreciate when bands really put their foot down and are just like, listen, like, I want to be able to sustain this. I want to be able to do this for a long time. And if I'm not real with my bandmates or like our team or whatever, then it's not going to make any sense. It's never going to amount to where everybody wants to be at in the group. And I feel like if everyone's not kind of at least on the same page or understanding of where they want to be, then it's just like, you're just going to be constantly fighting against that current to be like, oh, I really want to do it. I really want to do it. I really want to do it. And everyone's like, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of stressed. I don't know if I want to do this anymore, and it's like, you got to have that give and take a little bit. And I mean, I'm glad that you guys have sorted it out to some degree. Obviously, I'm sure there's still work to be had, certainly, but like, I think it's important to be honest about that. And I'm glad that you guys were to reference both Izzy and Jordan candid, about it as well too, so very, very cool. But yeah, as well as that, I wanted to know who got you started out in music. I typically people ask about influences, but I am more interested in the first time that you saw a musician play and you're like, the gears started to turn. You're like, I want to start doing this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but like, I want to figure out how to like slam the drums or like sing or play guitar. What was kind of the first person that just kind of like had the gears turning?
So, I've actually been doing music like with my dad since I was like probably very young. I mean, he always was playing music as a kid and stuff I can remember, but he had like a little home studio that he would make me record all the songs I learned in preschool, and I was probably like 4 or 5 or something.
That's
so like
adorable.
I have memories of doing that, and I have memories of him like showing me all these classic rock songs and punk songs. I sang in the talent shows in elementary school, and I think it was 3rd grade, I sang the Blitzkrieg Bop, and then the next year I sang Joan Jett, I'm pretty sure, and then the year after was Pat Benatar. So I was like, in that at a young age, and I kind of looked up to my dad a lot for, my musical influence first.
Shouts to Izzy's dad, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Mr. Thin Lizzy.
Seriously, Thin Lizzy is my shit. Me and
slap.
my dad's shit.
They slap. They slap. Yeah, facts.
I think the first time I even knew that like playing music was a thing when I was like 8 or 9. I found a guitar in like my parents' closet, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, I need to know that whatever this is. And then my dad I guess like he had been an actor back in the day, a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
And he had to learn guitar for like a dinner theater gig. So he taught me like how to play a Ray Charles song or something.
Wow.
What I Say by Ray Charles. And then that led into wanting to play like Chuck Berry, Jimi Hendrix, our Lord and Savior, Joan Jett. Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
basically, I have very similar influences to Izzy. But in terms of like someone I saw for the first time, probably a video of like Stevie Ray Vaughan or Jimi Hendrix playing.
Respect.
Yeah.
Great answer. Jordan or
I
Mary?
feel like, yeah. I feel like it weirdly started. I think it was for Christmas at some point. I got Beatles Rock Band on the Wii.
Oh, let's
And
go. Let's
yeah.
fucking go, baby.
Oh, it was fire. It was so good.
Let's go.
But I would play the drums a lot on that. And that's pretty much like where the like, oh, I could do music kind of started, because I feel like I started watching like people do like sight reads on like YouTube and that kind of stuff for like Beatles Rock Band, that kind of stuff. But like I noticed that their kits were just like regular kits, like they were just like electronic kits that they just used.
They're
for Rock Band.
cosplaying drumming. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, so you just hit
like,
these symbols, and you're like, wait, that's actually how you play the drums. That's crazy. And then
no, yeah,
mind-blown.
literally. I was like, wait, this is like actually how you do this. So I feel like that's when I was like, oh, this is like possible, and I can do that. But in terms of like getting started with like bass and like writing songs, I feel like it must have been like maybe some like friends shows that I've been to and that kind of stuff. I have a lot of friends in music, obviously. They're like even before I like started and that kind of stuff. So they're a lot like underground shows and all that. But I guess Ringo and my friends.
I actually just saw a video from Trey Cool the other day who was like, yeah, my biggest drum inspiration is Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did see that as well, I think. Jordan, what about you?
Speaking of the drums, actually, not speaking of the drums, I was not a drummer first.
Oh.
I think I love that you asked this question because I never get to tell this story. I think the first time I ever really thought about playing music was I went to my local Apple store to learn how to use GarageBand. They were doing, I was like 10 years old, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 10, and they were doing this like GarageBand, like hour long. I think they called it a camp, like an Apple camp. And there was a guy there who was playing guitar plugged into an interface, which was plugged into the computer, so he could play in GarageBand and like do all the amps and stuff. And I was more interested in, how did you learn how to play that guitar? And he like gave me some guy's card from a couple towns over. He was like, this guy taught me.
Wow.
And so I took guitar lessons for like a year. And then I did School of Rock for like 6 years.
Wow.
Shout out School of Rock. That place is it really built me up. It taught me how to like play. They're human beings. Like, I know people have like problems with the franchise, whatever. It taught me how to play with other human beings, and that's like super valuable to me. And I realized that I actually like writing songs more than anything. I think I love, like, I'm not good at the lyrics part of it. Like, I think everybody in the band will tell you that I write like throwaway lyrics, and then Izzy goes, "This is great," and then writes something way better.
I like Izzy just you're like, it's okay, it's okay, Jordan, it's okay, it's okay. I'm gonna take it from here now.
Real. But I do like writing the music, and I think that came from playing guitar first.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So like through School of Rock, they would be like, "Hey, you're playing bass on this song now." I don't play bass. You do now. And then, "Hey, you're playing drums on this song now." So I just started like learning how to play different instruments. And like, because of that, I like writing fully fleshed out songs. And I think that's part of the band that I think I enjoy the most. So that's where I kind of started.
And now you're behind the kit.
Me being behind the kit was total accident. I was like, what does this band need? a drummer.
Purely circumstantial.
I guess I'll play the drums, and then like started practicing, and I was like, oh, I'm not that good at this. And then I started practicing more, and I was like, maybe I can get good at this.
Oh, so you weren't originally going to be the drummer?
I was going to be whatever the band needed.
Okay, so you're just a chameleon.
I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Okay, I respect that. Well, you're great at drumming, Jordan. So kudos.
Thank you. I definitely, like, speaking of derealization, I'm trying to be a little bit more creative, and I think we're all kind of trying to figure out what we can do to make the band unique. And I think writing new drum parts has been a fun experience for me.
I will say it was a very interesting experience going from derealization to no pressure, because oftentimes it's usually the inverse where I'll go listen to old stuff and get into the newer stuff. But I was just like, let me just see what they're doing now currently and see what I'm feeling and work my way back, which is sometimes happens that way. But I was kind of impressed because at first, and I told Izzy this before we started, I was like, I like her like alto, like mid-range, like warmth that she has vocally. And I was like, man, but I said this in the reaction video, but I was like, it would have been cool if like the last chorus was like more amped up, because you have like this real like ethereal section in the bridge, and I was like, would it be cool if she like hit us with like a key change or something like crazy? And maybe that's just me. I don't know. You know,
We
you know,
love key
every
changes.
listen, everyone's got their own personal preference,
We need a key
but
change. We need a key change.
I feel like that would have been tight. And so when I listened to No Pressure, I was like, no, this is filling on the needs that I want with Smooth Brain that I didn't get with Derealization. So like if the two like morph together, that would be crazy. But also at the same time, I appreciate the nuances of both tracks, and I don't feel like I got it in the moment, but like after I listened to No Pressure, I was like, nah, I was like, I might be slightly wrong about this song, and I can't take it back because I've already said it and it's already out there. But like, I was like, it was cool to kind of reflect on it, like literally moments later, and be like, this is a good song on its own, but also No Pressure is a good song on its own. And I think it would just the overall thought was like, I like the bones of the group, and I'm curious to see like what's the next step, what's the next phase, what they're going to be doing next. And I think it excites me as a listener to always find out about a new project, new group, stuff like that, and be like, man, this slaps. Like, how did I not find out about this group before? And you know, I've been doing this for long enough to know that like there's always a new group that I'm always going to be stoked on. So I'm glad that we were able to get you on, obviously, and talk about it. So very sick. If you have not checked out Smooth Brain, you know, I'm going to keep talking about it. It's all down there in the description, you know. Hey, just go check it. Just check it out. It'll be great. But anyway, I wanted to know, keeping it more current, what are you guys jamming now? What are some bands that you're listening to on Spotify, on streaming? What are some groups you've been currently listening to?
Oh, nah.
We're going to dig deep, baby. Let's go.
Let me get the on repeat playlist real quick.
We gotta open our Spotify real quick.
Let them cook.
And my Apple Music.
And Apple Music, yeah.
Oh,
sorry,
brother.
I didn't mean like that. Oh, I thought Izzy was gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to open up my Tidal account, and I'm like, oh, God, no, I'm just kidding. No offense to Tidal users.
My latest playlist is so fucked up. It's called 2024 Type Shit. The first song on it is Twist by Korn.
Oh my God, yes, let's
go.
Oh my God.
That's how I start my morning.
Hey,
and
I respect it.
Hot Mulligan, I've been fucking jamming to Hot Mulligan
Nice.
a lot. Love them.
Yeah.
The story so far, because they rock for one, but we just recorded with their touring bassist Nick.
Oh,
so
shit.
I've been kind of like getting back into them. No Doubt, fuck yeah, Gwen Stefani. Bearings.
You're just a girl.
I'm just a girl. Glimmers and their new song.
Hey,
you stole that one from me.
shout outs Maggie.
So
Come on the show
Shout out
again.
Maggie. The real MVP.
Higher by Creed.
Hell yeah.
Eternal.
Are you
Forever
okay?
banger.
Do we need to talk? Are you okay?
No.
Take me higher.
Even flow. Oh.
Oh man, all right.
Let's go.
Dad rock, I respect it.
Little Bitchy Rat by UF.
Okay.
Yeah, we love Little Bitty Rat.
Only Marin knows what I'm talking about. But if you don't, go look it up.
I'll have to
Shout
go
out
look it up.
UF.
I'm gonna have to look this up now.
I tagged UF in one of my stories, and he replied and was like, "Thank you so
Oh.
much, Izzy." And I was like,
Let's
Dude.
go.
Oh man.
Let's go.
Does not have the following that Hugh deserves.
That's true.
Turn
That's
up.
true.
I respect that.
Jordan,
All right.
you go. You listen.
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
the pick of all of us.
I'll get to my on repeat in a second because I pulled it up. I will say that my favorite band that I've been jamming a lot lately is Winona Fighter, who we played with when we flew to Austin. We played a couple of the same bills with them, and the live show really kicked me in the ass. And I said I need to listen to this band immediately, and I was correct in my assessment because the music is phenomenal, and I'm just obsessed. Other than that, my on repeat, the new Neck Deep album, the new Green Day album, the Koyo album from last year.
Oh, yeah.
The new Glimmers, Cinema Stare, Chapel Roan. I've been loving that Chapel Roan record a lot. The new Casey record, Home Team,
Ooh,
Honey
yeah.
Revenge, always on repeat.
Ooh.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Shouts to the home team, my boys. Love them.
Yeah, I love them too. And
Big
Honey.
love.
You know, if you want to take Smooth Brain out, I'm just saying, you know,
Yes, please. Yes.
just saying, you know, Brian, I know you watch my shit. Come on, do it, Dan.
Brian,
you
I
owe
saw
me.
you. Brian, I flew to Atlanta to see you sing with Issues, so that should tell you something.
Brian, you have stayed at my house, so I know. I know.
Yo, all right.
I know you could do it.
I like the Home Team a lot. I seriously think that what they're doing for the scene is really
So
interesting, and they're filling a space that many have tried to fill and have failed, either because the music wasn't good or because the singers were bad people.
Yep, I know. Yeah. Oh,
And that's all I have to say about that.
I'll let you cook, Jordan. That was. You were right.
Well, I've been saying this, that like Brian and that band are really filling a space that has been being tried to be filled by people for 15 or 20 years at this point. And it finally feels like we have a band doing the R&B, like pop, hip hop, punk, metal, like all of those
Hybrid.
things combined,
Yeah.
and actually doing it in a way that is successful and connecting with people and sustainable. And he's a good guy, from what I can tell.
Can confirm. Yeah.
So
Good dude.
shout out to the home
So
team.
I have the flag hung up, you know?
Yeah, I see it. That's the flag. Literally from Just a Fan. Is that the Movement's flag too?
That is a Movement's flag, yeah.
That's their best album, so good taste.
Oh, thank you. Very nice. Marin or Hera?
Okay. I'm basic. I've been bumping the new Beyonce a lot.
How is it? I have to ask. I haven't
it's
listened to
really
it yet.
good. As
Okay.
someone who like loves guitar based like older music, I love it. I've also been bumping Winona Fighter a lot. Someone else we played with in Texas was Cassidy Pope. So her new song.
Yeah.
And also
So good.
going back to Hey Monday.
I was gonna say, yep.
That, the Midnight, they're like a synthwave.
Oh, I love the Midnight. They're great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then, you know, just Slash, Guns N' Roses, Joan Jett, you know, the usual.
Eternal.
Hell yeah. Marin?
Marin, what about you?
Okay, I'm looking at my on repeat. I have, oh my god, I've been listening to so much Underscores. She put out an album last year called Wall Socket. It's like crazy, like thematic hyper pop. Like it's a whole like experience of an album. And boy, didn't it make me cry. I've been listening to lots of Acacia Strain. The album that they put out also last year. All of my music taste is just stuff from last year that I've been hyper fixating on. The new Paramore album. Hosier's new stuff is crazy.
Oh yeah, it is good.
I've been digging it heavy.
Yes.
Hosier. Oh my
Hosier,
god.
the man that you are.
Call me. It's kind of sort of synthwave stuff. Listening to Twerp, they're like a Canadian band that is kind of 80s outer spacey type stuff. Ada Rook, who I feel like is similar scene to Underscores, but a little like heavier stuff. Lots of gay stuff, basically. Is what I'm saying.
I respect it. I'll have to listen to some of these. I have some good suggestions. I was I've seen people post about the Beyonce record, and I was like, do I do it? You know?
Let me not say anything, but yeah, I don't even want to go there. But like,
you were like,
it's my favorite. It's my favorite Beyonce album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wait, how could I forget? The new Boundaries album is crazy.
I
don't know how they did what they did. I don't know how they did it. Crazy.
Those are Ryan's homies, right? Ryan from Another One Down, I think.
Yeah. No, they're homies. Yeah. My god. Yeah, they did some good stuff. Oh, also Love Rarely. They're like a Scrams mathy rock band that I found on TikTok. They're crazy. Shout out Love Rarely. They just put out an EP. Go stream that stuff. Shout out Foxcole. I've been listening to a lot of Foxcole. They're buddies.
Foxcole is sick.
We love Foxcole.
Anytime you give a music recommendation, I'm right there. I'm on it.
I'll also add to the like electronic synth kind of stuff with the Midnight and Twerp. I'll add Chromeo. That Chromeo record from February is so good.
I feel that.
Carly Rae Jepsen's B-Sides album. Don't sleep on it. It's crazy.
So many shout outs. We love it. So good moves. The next question I have for you guys is, if you could pick a song to cover, what song would it be?
We have a list. Can I pull it up?
You can if you want.
We did cover.
Yeah,
we covered "Good for You" by Olivia Rodrigo and mixed it with "Misery Business." So we did do that. But other than that,
if you had a new one, you know,
we've got 24 songs on this list actually. Some of the ones that we've already done: Taylor Swift, "I Forgot That You Existed," All American Rejects, "Dirty Little Secret," Harry Styles, "As It Was," Turnstile, "Holiday" for a holiday show. That was fun. A lot of these are already done. Like, I think Ben did a Hot Girl Bummer one. Ben did a Bitch Better Have My Money. I did.
Grand Theft Autumn is one we've rehearsed and never played.
Oh my god. Oh.
We've got Year 3000 Jonas Brothers on this list.
Oh, we need to do that one.
You need to do that one. I have to put my name in the pot, or you have to do that one.
We've got Hot and Cold Katy Perry's on this list. I did a version of One of Your Girls by Troye Sivan that I really want to do one day. And there is My Shiny Teeth and Me from Fairly Odd Parents. That's one that I would really like to do.
Good. It's such a good song.
I also want to throw in, because I'm trying to cook things. I want to do Call Me Maybe. I want to do Unwritten by Natasha.
Oh yes.
Because I think that would go crazy. Yeah, stuff like that.
Do you have a new one? Like, if you guys were to collectively come up with a new song, like if you had to give your best pitch for the next cover song, like whoever's picking, now's the time to say your piece.
All right, let's duke it out. What you got?
While we think about this, what do you think we should cover? What do the people want?
I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah, I turned the question back around on you.
Yeah, it is tough.
How does it feel?
I feel like I'm a huge Dua Lipa fan, so I feel like a Dua Lipa track would be kind of fun. You like maybe one of her new ones, like Houdini. That'd be kind of sick.
The thing about Dua though is like the music is so good and the pop sensibilities are so natural that I wouldn't want to pop punkify it. I would just want to play it like it was originally.
Just normal.
That's true. That's actual true.
I'm so basic though. Like I just want to do Paramore, like Ignorance or Decode or
Decode. Oh
yeah,
I love that song.
Oh yeah,
Ignorance. Yeah.
Ignorance?
Actually, yeah. Ignorance. That. Yeah.
Is he your Jordan?
Okay, so I win. Like, yeah, get out of here.
Wait, no.
What about Too Sweet, Hosier?
Yeah.
You just did the kombucha girl thing.
Man.
I just like I don't want to put like I don't want that song to have a double time second verse. We can't keep doing this. Not to Hosier.
Don't call me out like this.
We can't do this to Hosier. You didn't deserve it.
Jordanify.
That would go so hard with like a big power chord in the chorus, though.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. No double time, but halftime.
I think that's better. Halftime. I could see. Yeah. I could hear it. Jordan's cooking. I feel that.
Let me cook.
Izzy, you have
Let
any
him
comments
cook
on
now.
this? You have any comments?
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of basic too. I would want to do like either a pop punk song like Paramore or like something like that, or a fucking like straight up pop song. I like the Dua Lipa idea, honestly, because I do really enjoy Dua Lipa. I did a cover of one of her songs on TikTok like last year or something.
Okay.
Or like, what if we just like went, I don't know, alt or something? We could do something random and crazy. Do some Halsey. I love Halsey.
Big Halsey fan. Hey, if
Or
we're
we
going
just
with,
like
we're going with gay pop singers, Chapel, I think, has got some.
Ooh, Chapel's.
Yes.
Chapel's.
Yes.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Like Hot to Go, I think would go crazy pop punkified.
I could get down.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be interesting. I find that like heavier groups decide to like make pop punk track songs heavier, but I've never seen the inverse. So it'd be interesting to see someone take a really heavy song and make it more like pop punk, like the inverse.
That's an interesting idea.
Much to think about.
So if you have a good suggestion, you watching this video right now, you should drop it in the comments and let Smooth Brains know what you would love to hear them cover, because you know you want to make your opinion known. Perfect way. Go show
We
them.
need ideas because we have smooth brains. We're stupid, dumb.
The dumbest.
That's all we're working with.
The dumbest band in the pop punk scene.
Don't say that. Oh, no.
That should be a shirt.
The
Dumbest band in the pop punk scene is crazy.
Cinema
Holy
Stare.
shit.
Cinema Stare. Quinn will get on stage and be like, "We're the stinkiest band in pop punk. We're the stinkiest band in the world."
Damn, I thought I had that reputation. We need to take that back.
You also just
know.
reminded me, there's a TikTok account that takes death metal songs and makes them like beautiful acoustic renditions.
Oh, I
and
have to
takes
follow
like,
this.
suggestions. And like years ago, this was like years ago, I commented and I was like, can you do Forced Gender Reassignment by Cattle Decapitation? Because that song is about how Christian fundamentalist transphobes are bad. And whoever runs this account did it and fucking ate.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to find that.
that's so sick.
I'll link it in the description. If I find it, it'll be down there. Go check it out. But while you're there, you can also give a follow Smooth Brain, because they're there too. Just saying, just show up. That's all I ask.
Scooby.
The next question I have for y'all is, what is your favorite food to eat? What's your go-to?
It's sushi right now.
Ooh.
Right now it's sushi. Just
I
like,
had a sweet potato roll for lunch.
oh, nice.
Hey,
Good stuff. Yeah,
Hey.
veggie rolls, fishy rolls, anything. They're so good.
bread rolls.
Fried rolls go crazy,
Ooh,
dude.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I was on a sushi kick for a while, but I think it's now me and my partner have been going to this like Szechuan Chinese place that's like really close to us. It is so good. I get the cumin lamb, and it is so good. I've been like dreaming about it every day.
Not like Mr.
But
Softy.
not about Mr. Softy.
Not exactly. Not like Mr. Softy, but
I knew Jordan and I share a brain, baby. Let's go.
You're sharing the same brain right now.
Our brain cell is shifting through online. Yeah.
Between us, we share a brain cell.
Yeah. A brand cell.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was terrible. Anyway, who else wants to answer before I just this radiating of deafness just shows? Yeah.
New York pizza.
Wait, what? Repeat, Jordan?
I just said New York pizza. I go to Vinny's in Williamsburg a lot, but just like New York pizza, I just can't get enough of it.
I like I like just scrambled eggs. Like good scrambled eggs.
No, you're right for that. You're right for that.
Like really good scrambled eggs.
You're well within your rights to say that.
I feel like I put Hera on the spot. It was almost as if like I peered into the looking glass a little too much, and she was just like, "This is an extremely personal question that you are asking me to answer right now."
Brandon made me say scrambled eggs.
The lights, yeah. Is it getting hot in here? I can't believe it. This is crazy. Did I say eggs? That was totally not the answer I wanted to say, but I have to stick with it now because eggs. Yeah.
She's right though. Like scrambled eggs are the best, but like, what's your favorite food? I feel like saying scrambled eggs is a crazy thing to say.
That's what I was saying.
With hot sauce though? With hot sauce though.
Oh, it's yummy.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll eat that shit, but
every single morning I have an egg and cheese sandwich with salt, pepper, ketchup, sometimes hot sauce.
That's the stuff.
If you're feeling spicy.
I'm so happy for you, Jordan.
That's
maybe that's my favorite food, and I always get it from the food truck across from my office.
Hey yo,
that's what's up.
That's sick. How about that?
Yeah.
We all deserve to live a little like Jordan.
Yeah.
Spend those $4 every morning. You won't regret it.
I don't know, maybe a little, but anyway, that's a great answer. I also didn't mean to put Hair on the spot. I just thought it was very funny. That it was like I feel like it just for a split second, everyone was just like looking at her and being like, "So you said scrambled eggs? Huh?
What's your favorite food?"
Eggs.
Egg.
Scrambled egg. My brain is scrambled.
The big egg.
We visited a big egg last year on tour.
Yeah.
An act like the what? Like a bit? Huh? Like
You
a
wanna
big egg?
elaborate
It's not
further?
okay. The egg is not real. It is a concrete egg.
Okay,
But it's large.
But
it's a large
very
egg.
large.
It made me so mad when I found out it wasn't real, and it also made me so mad because I thought it was gonna be like Chicago bean sized.
Same. Oh my god.
It was like 1/20th of the Chicago bean.
Like maybe the size of a van. Maybe.
It was like the size of a few humans stacked on top of each other.
Okay, actual big egg, but underwhelming.
And it was in Mentone, Indiana, which is a town I will never go back to. We were scared in Mentone.
Can you guys leave a review on that egg? Just can we that be so good.
From Smooth.
We were there.
From smooth
And I've
brain.
got to leave these pictures that I have with the egg.
With the egg.
Guys, if you've made it thus far in this interview, type egg in the comments. I need an attendance report here. So, type egg.
We get an egg in the chat real quick.
Get an egg in the chat. Be kind of tight.
I feel like I cracked open the situation.
That was great. All right.
All right,
We got a bunch of jokesters here. We love it. Anyway, the next question I have for you is, if you guys were to have a dream collaboration on an up-and-coming Smooth Brain track, who would you love to have on? The question actually gets broken up into two answers that you both have to answer, which is, first part, one, more reasonable if you know someone and you will call them out right now on this video and say, hey, you that's watching this, I love you, but also I love to have you on one of our songs. Now's the time to do it. And then the second answer is your dream one. We're manifested. I believe in that. So, I want to manifest it for y'all, so put
This
positive.
might also be Jordan's answer, but like Honey Revenge.
I literally was
Like,
about to say the same.
I think we all agree on Honey Revenge.
Okay.
Just like
Devin's
Yeah.
voice is just
Yeah,
so
Devin,
fucking good.
Devin
And
and
if you're
and
watching this,
Johnny,
get us
Devin.
with your rates in our email. We're smoothbrainmusic@gmail.com.
Devin,
And
where you at?
also, Brian Butcher, if you're watching this.
Brian. All right. I actually could. Maybe. I don't know.
No, yeah, I think Devin and Brian are my choices, and I know they've like toured a bunch, but that's the scene, baby. There's a scene cooking right now, and there's a lot of talented people in it.
I would say mine is Devin and Pennyboard.
Ooh, shout outs Pennyboard. Had her on the show.
We love Pennyboard, yeah.
Yay!
X Faith right now and be like, "Yo, hop on a song immediately."
They'd be like, okay.
and they would, and they
Bet.
would.
They would.
Marin or Hera, do you have?
In terms of like dream ones, I don't know. Shoot, because like I feel like at that point I wouldn't even limit it to like the pop punk scene.
You don't have to.
Yeah. Freddie Mercury.
Actually, yeah.
Respect. Yeah,
that's a reach.
that is a reach, but respect.
Like, you can figure out how to make this work, right?
Yeah, AI.
Boo.
Boo.
I
Paul
think
McCartney.
Ooh, Paul McCartney. Okay.
Silly man.
Yeah, Honey Revenge and Glimmers, like
Maggie, yeah.
Maggie.
Yeah.
Happy about it.
Cassidy.
Cassidy, yeah.
Actually, Fall Out Boy. I love that motherfucker's voice so much.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. That might also be Ben's answer too. He's our resident Fall Out Boy expert.
Yeah.
And I feel as if this needs to be represented if
Sure.
Ben is not here.
Get in
Thank
an
you,
extra
man.
answer. We got to throw it in there. So, listen.
My like reach dream.
What is your reach dream, Jordan?
It's probably Billie Joe Armstrong, queer icon, pop punk
Yes.
icon.
That's a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Listen.
going to say Taylor Swift just for the clout.
If you said Taylor Swift, that part of the interview would get clipped and posted to socials, and that would be what we would be known for, and that would get clicks.
Okay, mine
hey,
is Taylor Swift.
I'll just cut it out.
Put that shit,
cut
put that
it
shit.
back in.
We clip that. Could we clip that?
I got you.
If we want to
Gotcha.
go like weirdo out of left field, not even that weird, but like Laura Les, Honey Gex. Oh my god. That would be so fucking cool. Holy shit. It would be so gay. It would be so gay.
Big gay.
I need
Yeah.
that.
I'm about it.
Yeah, what's our like gay collab of our dreams? I mean, like Billie Joe's a queer icon. A lot of the people we just named are queer, I think.
I mean, like George Michael, I feel like made me realize a lot of things. like even as a trans woman, George Michael was like, I was like, damn, that guy. Like, yeah.
I'm a straight
Yeah.
guy and I still feel that way. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Laura Les, hit us up, please. I
yes.
beg of you. We need to make some distorted 808s, please.
Wait, Brandon, George Michael, you said same. You said made you feel something.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
you
gay.
realize something?
Go gay. I'm
Interesting.
I might be gay then. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. George Michael in the chat. No.
If this interview did nothing else, this was
Unlocked.
successful.
Unlocked. Yeah, I'm by now. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting
Yeah,
me know.
we got
Welcome to the
you.
community.
Knew we
Feel
had
so
it in
welcome.
us.
I feel so seen now. You know what else would make me feel seen is if you watching this tagged Smooth Brain and also tagged the home team, Honey Revenge, Taylor Swift, George Michael, 100 Gex, I don't know, other people we talked about. Haley Williams, Cassie Pope. You know, you tag all of these people, then you type the word collab ? And then you post that shit on your Instagram story. Stonks. That's what I'm gonna say. So do it up. It'd be
George
very
Michael
sick.
Stonks going up.
George Michael Stonks going up. If you bought in low at George Michael, you will be high at George Michael. Just saying. So do it up. Big moves on the horizon. So, you know, if you want to make it happen. But for real, Brian, if you're watching this, do it, because I will be so happy. You make me a very happy man. So do it up. I'm gonna call you.
I'll throw in one more queer dream collab, and it's Laura Jane Grace.
Woo! Let's go. The
Huge.
icon. Huge. Let's go.
Big fan.
I'm about it too.
Big Against Me fan. I saw Laura do a solo show at Crossroads in Garwood, New Jersey.
Yeah, I love Crossroads. Shout out.
I think it was December of 22. I think it was really great. She was like, "Why don't we all meet at the John Bon Jovi rest stop after this show?" I don't know if people did, because I didn't, but I hope people did.
Yeah, I hope so. It would be funny if they just showed up at the stop and no one was there. It was like, oh man, that sucks. All right, well, I'm gonna go to the next stop on the tour, so I'll be good. But very cool. All right, the next question I have for you is big brain question here. My personal favorite. As I mentioned, I'm a huge nerd, so I love asking this question. If you guys could be a video game character, who would you be?
You did not just ask me that question.
Oh man, hang on.
Lauren and
Sorry.
Izzy, y'all take this one. I'll.
Sorry, I'm letting them cook. You know. Poor Jordan.
I'll
This is
go.
not a question for me.
I would be Shohei Ohtani and MLB The Show.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Innocent man, Shohei Ohtani.
Yes.
Innocent man, Shohei Ohtani.
Oof. Big yikes.
I would be the character of a person in real life. It's pretty much what that.
I would
don't
be
know.
not me.
I want to say.
I respect that hair.
I want to be like basic-ish and be like Rosalina or something, but don't
Icon.
know. She is an icon. I love Animal
Uh.
Crossing though, so I'm like, I want to pick an Animal Crossing character because I love Animal Crossing.
That's true.
Am I allowed to say Nurse Joy?
Why would you not be allowed to say that? There should be
Nurse
a
Joy
reason that
is
you should say it. Bad. You're bad.
Actually, yeah. Samus from Metroid. I want to be her so bad.
Oh.
She's strong.
You're right. You're right.
She got a cannon arm. What else would you want?
I listen.
You know who else is a
Thank
cannon
you.
arm? Shohei Ohtani and MLB The Show.
No, shut up.
Bro, shut up.
No,
Get
he
this
just,
guy out of here.
he just had
Fuck.
fun. That's a lie.
So
Oh
true,
my God.
actually.
Fuck.
Sorry, I meant innocent man, Shohei Ohtani and MLB The Show.
I feel like if anything, this would get clipped and then posted
Yeah,
on the decision.
Much to think about.
They're like, local pop punk band calls out.
Ipe and Otani.
Get him.
Headlines. Yeah.
I'm choosing not to comment on Ipe Mizuhara.
You brought it up.
I just like Shohei.
Me bringing up names and then not talking about them.
What an instigator.
Couldn't waterboard that information out of me.
It looks like it was clearly being able to be given out, I think. No waterboarding required on that one, I don't think.
Easy.
Easy dubs. All right, let's go.
I wouldn't hedge my bets.
Okay,
Okay,
I get it.
video game character.
Oh man. That was great. Izzy, did you pick an Animal Crossing character? Is that what we deliberated on?
Random
Yeah,
villager.
I'm trying to think of its name right now. It'll come to me. It's a frog. Camo Frog. I'm Camo Frog.
Camo. Okay.
I just
Respect.
loved Camo Frog. Camo Frog was in my first town. I have a connection to Camo Frog, and he's got like the deepest Animal Crossing voice. I love that. just like that.
That was like a bass boost.
That was
great. Yeah, that was a deep fright.
Camo Frog made Izzy an alto.
For real.
Oh my god. I feel like anytime someone brings up Animal Crossing, then I just remember that I only played it during quarantine and I have not turned it back on since then. And I just want to know what happened to my island. You know, they're like, "Oh my god, you're back! What happened in the war of, whatever? You know, thank you for coming back and showing up."
Where did you go?
I'm an OG. I've been playing since DS, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Respect. I respect that.
You're about that Animal Crossing.
Yeah, true OG.
Big time.
True OG. I have just joked about having I think his name's Pietro, the clown, and I was like,
I have him right now.
I was like, fuck that guy, get him off my island, and I did everything I could to get this man off my island, and I documented it. I was like, get this man off my island.
That is hilarious. I love Pietro though. He's rainbow. He's gay. He literally looks like my sweater.
I know he's a gay icon, but he needs to not be on my island because I hate clowns. Not because he's gay. I hate clowns. So.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. He does have a clown.
If he was like just normal and was gay, then I'd be like, okay, cool, respect, But he's a clown. He's gay. It's like
I need you to be normal.
I was like, can you just be like, not a clown. You can be gay.
If you are gay and you're a fucking clown, then get the fuck out of here right now. Ain't no clowns, especially if you're gay.
Does this not get out of context? If you are gay and you are a clown, that's good for you. Respect. Do what you do.
That's literally me. Oh my god.
I respect that. No, Barrett, don't go. Oh no. What? Damn. I feel like all those people that are gay or clowns are going to leave this video and be really upset with me. So,
yeah, all of those people.
All those people.
Gay clowns have left the chat.
Gay clowns have left the chat. I'm upset now. Anyway,
How do you? That's probably most clowns. Okay, continuing.
Well, I feel like obviously we have spoken about you guys being, LGBTQ plus IA, like that is such a cool thing, and I'm glad that I could represent it here on the channel because I am a big supporter of that. So love that you guys feel seen and feel loved to come on here because that's amazing. And if you are a part of that community, come on the show. Would love to have you. But wanted to know what that means to you. Have you guys had any experiences at like shows and stuff where people have come up to you and kind of talk to you about that? Because I feel like a lot of people in the scene are well represented in this scene. So I wanted to know what other people think about you guys being in this space.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome that people feel safe at our shows. I feel like I've heard that a lot. I feel like I've had people say, they feel seen and stuff, which is great. And that's what we try to do, is foster a community and make people have a space to let out their queer joy and rage at the same time. That is what the show is all about. And it just feels good to provide that,
We have a song we play called It's All Right. It's really the first song that we put out that went to, we can explain what it went to after, but basically every time we perform it, Izzy, the way Izzy introduces it is that the song is about being gay. And that moment always has like the most amount of cheers, and you just feel like so
electric.
Safe. Yeah, and it just feels like everyone's vibing and electric, and it's a really, really good feeling, and it's also kind of a rare feeling.
Yeah, I think about that a lot, and I don't think we ever talk about it, but the fact that that when Izzy says that, it gets a lot of cheers. And we've said it in places that we're not familiar with. Like we said it in Texas, and we added a Justice for Nick Benedict while we were down there. And
yes,
I know Austin's like a super like blue city or whatever, but that like doesn't always mean a lot. And it means a lot that it was super well received there, and it's always been super well received. It means a lot that we've had, you know, we're still a baby band, but we've had people come up to us after the show and be like, I'm queer, and it's nice to see a queer band playing shows on stages, and you know, have people comment the same stuff on social media, DM it. It's really nice. It really means a lot, because that's like the whole point.
Yeah, I feel like building a space where like I guess playing shows where like we don't have to announce like, okay, now the queers and the women can mosh now. Like it's just like the vibe of the show, or it's just like people are already dancing and moving, because it's just like this is it's queer time. But yeah, I think I mean also like being an audience member, like watching other queer bands and that kind of stuff, it's always very like comforting and inspiring to know like it's like, oh yeah, like I can be doing this, like I in fact can be public about it, because it's just like there are people that are public about it and they are living their lives. It's like, be it very hard or anything like that, but it's just like they are surviving and they're also playing shows and they're making beautiful music. So if I or we have the chance to do that to any queer person in the crowd, I think that's a very special thing, because I know I receive that a lot whenever I watch queer bands play.
Yeah, no, I think it's amazing representation. I think for me, I mean, I've been in the scene since like the late 2000s. So for me, it's like cool to see that people have become more accepting of it. And, you know, I feel like it's always been that way for the most part. It's been very progressive, but it's just good to see that it's more at the forefront and people are talking about it. And I hope that the conversation doesn't really end and that it just continues to just snowball and it just becomes like a commonplace, you know? And, yeah, I feel like for me, as part of doing this for as long as I've been doing it for, you know, I also want other people to feel safe and be a part of the community and know that like there's other people that are doing it and they're, you know, music's genderless, you know, so do your shit, you know, enjoy it. You should be playing it if you love to do it. And who am I to stop someone else from doing shit they love to do? So, you know,
Music and me both being genderless, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Also, I feel the need to add, because I just heard you say, you know, being in the scene since the 2000s.
I'm an old man. Yeah, elder emo here.
You know, thinking about Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Thinking about how Warped Tour was a white boys club for pretty much its entire existence. And it was a great place most of the time. A lot of proving grounds for bands that went on to become huge and write amazing songs and mean a lot to people. But also a breeding ground for a lot of gross stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I don't need to get into it because we all know what it is. But it's really nice to see that the new scene that's being formed right now, with bands like Meet Me at the Altar and Honey Revenge at the forefront, you know, Pink Shift, bands that are filled with queer people and non-white people, like that is the scene that there always should have been, because they were always there. It's just, it didn't happen originally. It's still happening a little bit with just like the same, you know, 10 white dude bands running it back, touring for the 11th time. There's a pretty big tour this summer where that's happening. But there's also a pretty big tour this summer happening that's like Honey and Scene Queen and all those bands. And it's cool to see that that's the scene that's bubbling up right now, and that that's what people are taking the most to, because like we have social media is a very powerful tool, and we can do it and everybody can do it. And it's nice to see that it's like working.
Yeah, it's good to see your representation, I think, in all facets. With, you know, as someone who is Asian American, like it's cool to see that there's more Asian people part of the scene. It's cool to see that there's, again, everyone that's just doing it, that wants to do it and doesn't feel like they have to live amongst the shadows to do it. You know, I think that's such a cool thing, and obviously, I want to try to do my best to propel that in any sort of way. So if you are part of the LGBTQ plus community, or anybody, welcome to have you aboard. So come join. But the next question I have for you is, if you were to compile a dream tour lineup, who would be on it along with your band Smooth Brain?
Damn.
Great
Is
segue.
this like a realistic or like a dream?
No, it's yours. It's yours. I don't know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
do whatever you want.
I feel the need to speak on behalf of Ben. Fall Out Boy would be headlining.
Yes. Run it back with
Easy.
another one down. Run it back.
Yeah.
let's
Another
go,
one down.
let's go.
Okay. I like
You're coming
this.
with us.
God, I fucking love that band so much.
They're so good. They're so actual good.
The
They're
homies.
so good.
Also, if you see me looking down, I'm painting my nails. I'm not ignoring any of you. I'm still talking to everybody here.
What are you doing?
How do you ignore me, Jordan?
Oh
The
man.
Fall Out Boy, another one down.
Okay, we got 2.
How many people would be on this? Would be
It'd be 5 total, yeah, including your band. So there's 2 more
Us.
picks left.
God, I mean, I'll put a back pocket on Green Day in case we find another band that we all agree with, but I really want Green Day.
Oh man.
I can get with it.
And
That
like,
would
I
intimidate
think
me.
I'll agree on Paramore.
Both of those would
How could we
intimidate the
forget?
shit out of me, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let's make it festival
Yeah.
style. Let's get 2 posters going.
Okay,
All
okay.
these
All right,
bands are
let's
playing
do
with
it
us.
up.
Let's go.
Honey Revenge is there. Like,
Yeah,
Yes,
they gotta
they
be
are.
on there.
Yes, the fuck they are.
Yes, they are.
one
Honestly,
more.
I want to. Oh, only one more. My bad.
Okay, 2 more. I don't know.
Do as many as you want. I don't care.
The rules are made up.
Yeah. It's like whose line is it anyway?
Don't
but
restrict
but
me
the
to
points. The points.
The points.
I don't know. I feel like I would want to get some like queer or like femme-fronted like hardcore bands or something like that.
Okay.
Or, like some like punky bands.
gel.
Or some like
Gel.
garage type
Yeah.
bands. Like
Scowl.
yeah, I want to get like
Spaced.
gel. Yeah, spaced.
Fucking
Get, like
space. Hell
like
yeah.
like Echo Astral. Like yeah.
Ooh, Pollyanna.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, true.
shout out.
We
Yeah.
love Pollyanna.
Love Pollyanna.
I'm so
Very
glad that
cool.
this huge tour is actually happening. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I am so excited for this tour. Oh
I
my
am
god.
this tour sounds so great.
Link below has
I'm
the
Announce it.
information.
Right now.
It's funny you ask. This tour is on sale.
Check the link in the description. You can buy these shows, but first you have to click every link in the description, and then a magic other link will appear where then you can buy tickets to said show that we just didn't totally just make up on the spot right now. It is totally
Yeah.
real, so you should do that
Listen to him. It's also hitting every single city, every single one.
every single day.
True.
And Brazil, so don't worry, Brazil. We heard you. Come to Brazil. They're actually gonna come to Brazil. So
This feels like when Sweet Pill April Fools does with the Paramore
Oh,
Oh my
poster.
god.
this
thank
is not an
God.
April Fool's, Izzy.
Yeah.
I only speak in truth. So listen.
We
Very
were in
sick
the
stuff.
studio- We were in the studio with Izzy was talking about Nick from Man Overboard, who's playing bass with the story so far.
Hey.
We had a studio day with Nick on April Fool's Day, and we saw that announcement. And Sweet Pill records at the studio that we were at. So,
Yeah.
like, we were talking in our little room in the studio about like, oh my god, it's so crazy that Sweet Pill is opening for Paramore. And like 3 hours went by, and then the other engineers came in and were like, you guys know this is a joke, right?
And you're like, fuck.
Like,
Yeah.
no. Okay.
How dare you play with my emotions like that? Just like
I was
tears rolling
proud
down.
of you.
I was so mad. And State of the Scene posted that day too and said like, Paramore is breaking up. I believed that too.
How dare you?
We were
Wait,
done
was
dirty
that
that day.
not real?
That was not real. It was very believable. It was like, oh, once they fulfill their touring contract requirements, they're taking an indefinite hiatus. And like that's super believable.
That was wild.
I think I just realized that was fake.
I saw it in real time. Everyone was like, Oh shit! Fuck! I
Thank
believed it this whole
God.
time. Yeah, we couldn't lose him.
We'll be okay.
Can't lose him. Can't lose him.
You can't lose them because we're gonna open for them on this dream.
I
Yeah. Oh
know.
yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. I can't
Brazil.
believe you brought that up, Jordan. Again, check the links in the description. Totally real stuff in the description. Just saying, totally real. All your hopes
Like,
and dreams are
comment,
down
and
there.
subscribe for free tickets.
Very sick. All right. The next question I have for you is favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
This is hard. I'm in a
Is
TV
it going
movie
to answer
family.
and then change her mind?
My favorite show is probably How I Met Your Mother.
That's a good one.
Movie, I don't know. I have to think about that.
That last season of How I Met Your Mother, though, I can't. That
I
stings.
dread it. I dread it every
That
time.
stings. That stings.
Think TV show easy answer is probably Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
like,
go.
come on,
Let's
unparalleled.
go.
Like,
That's an easy dub.
That's totally up there with mine,
Great
yeah.
choice.
W's in chat.
huge.
W's in chat. W's, yeah.
massive. Yeah.
I'm not like a movie TV
Hard.
person. The joke is like with my friends is like name a movie and I probably haven't seen it. But I do have a favorite movie and it's Forrest Gump. And I don't know that I have a favorite TV show, but like off the top of my head, I have like a serious one that I love and a comedy one that I love. And the serious one that I love is The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, that's such a good show. I love that
And
show.
the comedy one that I love is a childhood show. And I won't talk about the actors on the show because I choose not to acknowledge that it's real, but it's That 70s Show.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Good.
fair. That's fair.
Great
Yeah,
show.
that's a great show. But yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Valid.
And I choose to ignore what's going on in the world around that show.
That is fair.
This is hard.
I
'Cause
think.
Yeah. I don't
I was
know.
gonna go. What you're thinking? I don't know. The Thing. John Carpenter. That movie was crazy. It's so good and it still holds up. It's so gross. Good ass movie.
It's so gross.
It's so gross.
It's so gross. It's the
A
best.
review by Marin. It's so gross. 10 out of
It's no one's done it better.
10. Grossness off the charts.
I like old stuff, so I Love Lucy and
Classic.
probably something Mel Brooks, like Young Frankenstein.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I come from like that, like I was raised on that, so that's kind of
Yeah.
what I go back to.
That's fair. My grandparents used to watch the like Andy Griffith show and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So yeah, I know the vibes.
Yeah, just like that comedy. sort
Yeah.
of.
I do think it is also worth mentioning that whenever we write a new song or a demo, the working title is either a SpongeBob quote or a Simpsons quote.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I think
okay.
this is important to mention with this question.
I love
was-
that.
What was Derealization? Do you remember?
The realization was Can I Borrow a Feeling from The Simpsons?
It
Oh, yeah.
was. It so was.
A couple of my recent additions are Mr. Plow from The Simpsons and To the Dump from SpongeBob.
One should be called Mihoy Mihoy.
Mihoy,
we
we
have a
have a
steamed
Minogue?
hams in there.
Yeah, we do.
Campfire
No.
Song.
Campfire.
Yeah, our song Over Again was Campfire Song.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's sick. Okay. Izzy, do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say movie for me. It's hard. I don't know. I feel like I want to say like Spirited Away or some Studio Ghibli movie, Ponyo. I really like Ponyo too. But my favorite movie used to be Clueless, and it was for like all of high school, so it still might low key kind of be up
Great
there
movie.
too. What an
That's a great,
iconic
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Sporadic.
That fucking soundtrack, yeah, it's so sporadic. That soundtrack,
The soundtrack's fire.
like, the fashion, the clothes, oh, so good. Just vibes. It is only vibes the whole time. Oh, another movie like that, Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Just 70s vibes. Oh my god, I want to live in that.
That was good. That's good. Also, as a Studio Ghibli stan, you can't see it, but I have a poster of Howl's Moving Castle up in my on the side wall here. So
Yes.
yeah,
So
I know,
good.
I know the
Yes.
vibes.
It makes me cry every time.
You know the
Oh my god.
vibes for real.
Yeah.
It's so
That
good.
is well, this is a personal band. I'm sure people may know this about me on the channel, but every time that I move to a new place, I always put that on as the first movie like that I like move into a new place, and it makes me cry immediately. And then there's just a puddle of tears. I'm like, man, I gotta clean this up. And I'm adding more tears as I'm cleaning it up. So
It helps you feel at
felt-
home now. That's like,
it
so
is a
good.
very homey movie, yeah. Every time. I will eventually add to my tattoos and get that on my
Mm.
on me somewhere. So
oh yeah.
very stoked. But the next question I have for you is, if you guys were trapped on a desert island for the next month, and there was one album you could bring with you to listen to, what album would it be? It's a month. I feel like that's a little bit easier.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's so easy.
That's
American Idiot. Next question.
fine.
To be fair, I kind of figured, yeah, Jordan, I did see it, Jordan. Yeah, oh, yeah.
I was gonna
That's
say it very well could be one of the albums on my wall, but I don't know. I want to say the new Hot Mulligan album, because I could listen to
It
that
is
shit
great.
every day. Like, I've been listening to it for months,
It's
just
a fucking
front to
good
back.
album. Yeah.
Like, anytime I drive to New York, that is on.
I'm like inclined to say like a prog death album that I will finish listening to by the end of the month. Like,
You'll get there eventually.
You'll get there.
You'll get there.
maybe one day the album will be over.
But it's
Anything
Prague, though.
arts-inspired.
Anything arts.
Oh shoot! What would I? Hang on. I'm doing some digging again.
I'm digging my own grave.
Great.
Uh-oh. Tara,
That
what's
song's
yours?
not out.
I'll just go with
Right.
American. I'll go with American Idiot too, because there are long songs on it. It's like a perfect album.
Iconic. Yeah, I'd agree.
It is a perfect album.
Jordan's got some cool vinyls behind him. I like it.
These
Vibe
are
Center.
actually vinyl art. These
Oh.
aren't real.
Very cool. Even better.
But I've got the American Idiot. I've got
Spirit
the Spirit
Box.
Box. I've got the Stand Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Very nice.
I think. Yeah, this album. It's that like Canadian like synthwave like 80s band, like Twerp. They have an album called Together Through Time and from 2018 that like it's so goofy but also like weirdly earnest that like it like weirdly gets me through the tough times. I'm like I
Aw.
could withstand 30 days on an island if this is playing. I'll be A-okay.
Yeah. You'll be like, I'm chill. I'm feeling it. Yeah.
Like I'm actually okay about it.
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. So, very cool. All right. Well, we've reached the end of the line. Friends, I have to ask the penultimate question that I end all of my interviews off with, which is, why do you guys love doing this? Why is this your passion? I feel like a lot of times I think to myself, like, I love doing this. I love interviewing bands. I love to have this experience with artists. So I wanted to know why music is important to you, and why do you put your blood, sweat, tears into doing this?
That's a good question, and I feel like sometimes it's hard to answer being a musician.
Yeah.
It changes a lot and stuff, and there are days where you're like, fuck this. Like, you just feel like, nothing's happening, you're getting nowhere, but at the end of the day, I do it for me because it heals my soul. Like, not only do I want to build community, not only do I want to like change the world, everybody that's like, I feel like that's their thing, is they want to make a change, they want to make a difference, they want to have a positive impact on a community. I mean, obviously that's our goal with this band, but just it heals my soul. It makes me feel good to do it. It like definitely has helped me like get through trauma and grieve stuff by writing songs about things that like are really personal to me and stuff. And it feels good to like release it and have somebody else maybe out there who listens to it and is like, damn, like I feel so heard, I feel so seen, like I've never felt like there's a song that completely like gets what I'm feeling. So if I can do that for one person, that means the world to me.
Love that. Anyone else?
Yeah, I think it's such a cool form of expression because it does require like skill development, but then it also requires kind of just letting go at a certain point, and it's just finding that really, it's walking that tightrope between the two, like constantly getting better but also letting go. And also just music, it's a universal language and it allows you to say things that you couldn't say any other way. You can't speak what you're singing. You can't, necessarily draw what you want to play on guitar. It's like it's just another way to get out what's inside you, sort of like what Izzy said.
Agreed. Jordan?
Yeah, I feel like kind of similar to like just like our goals as a band and like playing shows and that kind of stuff. Like just being, I guess like a queer lighthouse for people. Like I feel like that would have been huge for me growing up. So like if we could help out like any baby queers out there, just like either get through it or just like make them realize like, oh, like other people are also like this, holy shit. Then yeah, I that's one of the things that really keeps me going, and just meeting other people in our community. Yeah, just feel lucky that I really enjoy writing music and also performing it. It's just it fuels me. It's awesome. I need it.
Love that. Jordan?
I think for me, it's a few things. I love writing songs, man. I fucking love writing music, and I love watching people connect with it in real life. I love watching people connect with it on the internet. I don't care how. I just want it to speak to people in whatever way that means for them, and build this community that we're trying to build around, alternative music and queer culture, and trying to mesh all these things into like one thing that is Smooth Brain. With, it's between the songs and the community and the shows and whatever, like all of that stuff together. To me, the community is like the one word that comes to mind. But also, I just love writing songs. I love writing songs. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't write songs.
Yeah, no. And I think for me, like jumping into your band today, literally, it felt honest. There was something about it when, as soon as I turned on Derealization, was like it just felt really honest. And like, not that I don't feel like other bands or any other people that I haven't had on don't feel that way to me, but it was just like that immediate, like I feel this song, it connects with me straight away, and like it almost inherently was just like, you need to keep trying to listen to more of this before we hop on. And sometimes that does happen, but I feel like more recently it's like it's a little bit harder to kind of catch that spark sometimes. And I feel like your band has definitely kind of, it clicked with me in that way. So I love that, and I'm glad that y'all were able to experience this. And obviously, if you have not checked out Smooth Brain, I'm gonna pass the floor off to them. They can say where you can find them at. If you live in the Northeast, good, because they're gonna tell you about some stuff that is here. Because the Northeast is the best. Don't fight me in the chat. You're wrong, so it's okay.
Northeast, baby. Yeah, so you can find us on socials at Smooth Brain Music. On our website is smoothbrain.com. smoothbrainmusic.com, sorry. And yeah, we have shows coming up this summer. We have songs that we're releasing this summer. It's gonna be a packed summer, baby. New Smooth Brain era. We are so fucking back. We never left.
We're back, but we never left.
We're back, but we never.
Smooth Brain, we're back. We never left. Fuck
We
your
were
life.
here the whole time.
Fuck your life,
but
bing bong.
Also, we're back.
Yeah,
Smooth Brain summer. Loading.
That's what I'm saying.
loading.
Alright.
Come to a show. Like, seriously, we want people in real life. It means a lot when people come to shows and we see them connect in real life. But if you're like in fucking Germany or something, I don't know, then follow us on the socials and let's talk. I want to talk to you. Like, I actually want to talk to you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not for real. Like, if you come to a show, come say hi, because we don't bite. I feel
We
like
love Gavin.
we love Gavin. I feel like so many people like
Yeah.
come to shows and like are like they don't say hi. I'm like, say hello. I would love to say hi.
I gab all the time, so I can't wait to gab it up with my new
Yeah.
friends in Smooth Brain. If you have not checked them out, what are you doing? You watching this? I know you're at the end of this video, but what are you doing? You didn't watch it. You know. Listen, you need to check the links in the description. Go check out Smooth Brain. Also, they didn't talk about this, but if you're a vinyl fan, they do have vinyls, so you can also go pick those up if you want to. Because I know, you know me, I'm a vinyl fiend, so go check it out. Links below. Go pick up one if you can. If you can as well, and you live in the Northeast, come out to a show. You may see me at a show coming up soon. You may have here first. Just saying. Just want to say, get in on. Stonks are good right now for Smooth Brains, but we're seeing a high trajectory in the summertime. So you want to get on when the stonks are low.
You want to get in now. Hurry
Get
up.
in now. Stonks are going to be high.
Buy in.
Buy in at the
in.
low. Get in up the high. So get into Smooth Brain if you have not. If you enjoyed this interview, share, like, and subscribe. It goes a long way. Make sure to type egg, the attendance record. I need you to type in egg in the comment if you stayed for the entire thing, because if you didn't, my watch time is going to go down and I'll be very sad, so do that. Thank you. But also, huge shout outs to Smooth Brain for coming on tonight. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thanks.
having us.
Love ya.
Appreciate you.
I like how you guys just hit me with the salute as if it was like a service thing.
Working on.
Working on.
We're working on you.